Not only is violence against women, girls, and people with different gender identities a reality around the world, but the incidents of such violence are even more marked when the victim has a disability. This Melanie Minute aims to raise awareness about gender-based violence and offers a few practical ways to begin dealing with the problem. Although not the most uplifting topic for all of you listening, the underlying positivity is found in the hope that Melanie Taddeo, President and CEO of Connect4Life, offers to listeners in this episode. Yes, there is something that can be done about it. Gender-based violence, no matter where in the world you're located, sadly is closer than you think. Learn more about the facts and how you can help make a difference in this Melanie Minute, an exclusive feature of Connect4Life, the podcast.
Good day and welcome to another Melanie Minute. Gender-based violence, also known as GBV, is rapid across the globe. But did you know that women, girls, and those that identify with diverse gender identities with disabilities are 2 times more likely to be abused physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, and even withheld care? It is heartbreaking to see this happening in all areas, but it's a reality. And November 25th through to December 10th marks the 16 days of activism where we all come together globally to fight against violence against women, girls, and those with diverse gender identities. Some interesting facts regarding individuals with disabilities is that individuals with intellectual or developmental disabilities are more likely to be sexually abused, and that a lot of individuals with physical disabilities that require care, whether it's a support person, a PSW, or a family member, are more likely to be treated poorly and held with a mobility device or threatened not to have personal care. And then, of course, it comes down to individuals with disabilities being vulnerable and taken advantage of financially. Family, friends, and strangers can take advantage of those. And they target individuals with disabilities because they feel that they're an easy target in the fact that they're not going to complain or report it. And this is due to the barriers that individuals with disabilities face in reporting, transportation, getting there to report, getting into the buildings where they can report if they're not accessible, as well as being comfortable talking to strangers about being abused. This is for any woman or girl or those with different gender identities. And they feel vulnerable and at risk. However, it's also because many shelters are not accessible, and support staff are unaware of the needs of individuals with disabilities. Now, there are many services in Canada and Ontario that help support individuals with disabilities that are abused, including the ODSP Crisis Center and other against violence organizations. Many disability focused organizations, including the Center for Independent Living Toronto, have crisis counseling for gender based violence. But it is not really talked about as much in the disability community. But we need to change this because many individuals are facing this abuse silently. They're suffering in silence, as I say. It is really unfortunate that many people are not comfortable being able to turn to somebody that they trust to let them know because they feel ashamed or that they're being blamed, they're responsible for it. And we know this comes along with anybody facing abuse. So what can we do to take action? Well, we definitely need to talk about it. We need to share survivor stories, have people speak up and share their lived experiences so that people are aware. Because again, if it's not talked about, we don't find out. We need to start to share educational information at schools, at workplaces, and definitely in service providers for individuals with disabilities. It's not just enough that those that work with zero tolerance to violence in those organizations are the ones or shelters ultimately are the ones that need to do this education. It's all of us need to play an active role. We also need to understand in our communities where we can point people in the right directions to support. Connect4Life is definitely an ally to many organizations that specialize in gender-based violence, as it's not something that we are experts in. However, we are definitely a phone call away or even just an email away if somebody needs support. There are many things happening in these 16 days of activism, different community events and programs happening, and we encourage people to get involved and to take a firm individual action. Pay attention to your surroundings, watch what's happening, and if you see any sense of violence against women, girls, or diverse gender identities, speak up, report it, and don't just sit on the sidelines. We all have a role to play to stop gender-based violence. I encourage you to learn more, educate yourself. There will be a lot of social media campaigns over the next coming weeks, but it shouldn't just be during the 16 days of activism that we all take action. It should be all the time. Pay attention and definitely please share information with your networks so that everybody is more aware. Connect4Life stands in support against gender-based violence, and we will do anything for anyone with disability or any woman, girl, or individual with diverse identities suffering from gender-based violence. It will be not tolerated at all. Until next time.
You have been listening to Connect4Life, the podcast. Connect4Life is a Canadian-based registered charity committed to eliminating barriers for people with disabilities. Visit connect4life.ca and join us in helping people with disabilities become the champions of their growth stories.